Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. So I have a new idea. Here's the plan. We're not going to take any skills. This is my new plan. I call it hard mode. We're just not going to take any skills. Now, we're not going to take any skills till we generate another 100 job points. We're going to take Call Elemental Spirit. It's light on the echo cost, and it seems to be very powerful. And then we'll sort of build outward from there. And we could still end up going Spell Shaper, but really, there's only one ability we have that cares about spirit power. And really, our stuff is kind of stat agnostic with this class. So we'll see how we feel like expanding out. We could really multi-class out into anything. Let's grab our rumors before we leave. Give a treasure hunter a charcuterie platter for some gold. I don't know where we're going to come across one of those. What is charcuterie actually? It's like... It's like meat and vegetables chopped up or something? Like... We could try to improvise that. We figure out the charcuterie recipe. Champion Khan, the mold-infested vermin in the Jelly Grotto. Okay. Crummy rewards. Not a lot of job points on offer. I like it when they give me job points. Okay, 15 delicious foodstuffs. I'll take that. So it doesn't take terribly long to generate 100 JP, right? It'll be probably more than a level, but... Hey, some armor. But just having a bow is really powerful at the beginning. Like, you really don't need a whole lot aside from having a bow. Although, actually, having a melee weapon would be pretty dope. Right, because we get into this situation where we are doing very poor damage due to being adjacent to an enemy with our bow. We need, like, a club or an axe or something. There we go. I want to start combat while I'm as far from you as I possibly can be. It does not take a lot of enemies to get to level 1. Or to level 2. To get the first level up. Alright, please stop dropping cheese wheels. I need a stick. Can I not improvise a melee weapon out of this smashed box? Well, if they keep fleeing from me, that'll really solve the problem. Yeah, look how bad our damage is with the bow when we're adjacent to stuff. Yes! Alright, a club. Now we're cooking with gas. Oop. Alright, let's switch to the club and just give him a good thwack. There we go. So... yeah, let's give Spell Shaper another shot. So we'll build for Spirit. Okay, that got us there. So, one thing we should probably learn. I don't have enough spirits. Where the heck are all my spirits, man? Thought I had a couple echoes, didn't I? Did I maybe lose them? Do they fade over time? I don't think they do. Did I seriously just not pick any up, or what? I don't know. There's one. Okay, now picking up their, yeah, we get echoes from their spirits as well, so let's... Okay, 34 turns from a friendly river spirit. So we don't want to just summon them out of nowhere like we just did. We want to wait until there's actually a reason. Well, we actually want to use a slingshot over the bow? Is that right? Why does the slingshot have a better weapon power? Okay, it's not a big difference. Well, shoot. Every space around us is either fire or going to explode. Fire Spirit, get him! The Fire Spirit just buffed me. You deal 25% more physical and fire damage. That's pretty cool. I was hoping not to get attacked by him. Okay. Oh. Yeah, spirit, I guess. So just like last time, we need to get an apprentice's staff or something. We need a staff. Okay. That was actually relatively difficult for a fight at this level. Alright, and these do not fade. I just actually had somehow not picked any up. Probably there were a bunch on the ground and I didn't pick them up due to incompetence, which is a problem that I find I have in my life sometimes. A banana bunch, cool, just sitting on the ground. It's amazing how quiet these maps with limited enemies get. Alright, so now that we have the skill we were saving up for, what's the next most important? I actually am not so far loving Reverberate Monster. The problem is that 5 Echoes is just really harsh. Let's get Soul Shade next. This way we can summon 2 cool dudes in quick succession if we have to. And, I mean, we've explored the place pretty thoroughly. Hold on a second. That's a fountain I didn't grab. Really appreciate that the fountains have a very obvious color on the map. Okay, we have not been thorough here yet, and it behooves us to be, so let's, we definitely want to find every fountain we can find while the game is still easy, to facilitate having to make difficult decisions later on. Oops. Well, I just totally clicked in the wrong place. Whatever, it's fine. So I wonder how long we actually want to go before we switch jobs. My impression of this phalanx raiment. Interesting, I don't think we've seen phalanx before. Minus damage from melee, plus damage from range. That has a lot of dodge on it. It makes us move even more quietly. Oh, I should mention, the feats I took were Thirst Quencher and Intimidate. So Intimidating plus Move More Quietly probably makes us pretty unlikely to pull aggro on stuff. And this has a lot of dodge on it. I'm a little worried about plus damage from range, considering that the way we usually die is fighting enemies that can hit us at range. But we'll just be careful, right? That always works out for me. And of course, now that I've taken this, the only thing we will ever fight will be quill dudes. Quillkin? Is that what they're called? You know, I'm thinking here, like, let's save my summoning stuff until we're in a situation that's dangerous due to the fact that it's based on a limited resource. But actually, having a summon makes us take less damage, and that helps us not lose health. You know, that helps us not tax our other limited resource. So actually, I think I'm being silly about this. We should definitely be summoning more often. None of these spaces can summon a dude. Smash him. Get that stun. Come on, lucky stun. Aw. Stop moving away. You know, I was hoping to not have to heal. Just let leveling up take care of the healing for me, but I'm starting to worry that this is maybe not a viable plan. Okay, I stopped bleeding. Well, I think, this might sound silly, given that we're 45 XP away from a level, but I'm gonna go back to town. You know, because 50 gold is basically nothing. I'm just going to go back to town and take advantage of my cheap heal. Tsukita's Den between floors 4 and 6. Okay, well, we're not going to get that. Alright, heal me. I guess we may as well hit the harvest as well. Cool. Maybe this is one of those situations where we want to chop down some trees. Oh, but if we're going to chop down trees, we should do it later. So chopping down trees gives JP and XP. I do not know how much because I've never done it before. But that might be a good way when we're close to a level but sort of in a bad place health and resources wise. It might be a good idea to come and chop down some trees to try to force a level up. This is something we should not forget is an option. Do you have anything cool? Anything I might want? Plus discipline. None of that stuff's good enough to spend money on, I think. I will, however, spend money on food that can be used for cooking better food. Ooh. I do like Butler's Bell. So, let's just go ahead and use the Butler's Bells. I guess there's no reason to hold on to them. Pumpkin cookies. And... aha! Where was that guy? Bandit HQ entrance. That's pretty far away, isn't it? Okay, well... yeah, there's nothing else I need to do here. What else do I want to pick up? This could save my life. This is good for shooting enemies. Let's pick up good for shooting enemies, probably. Because we don't actually have a lot of direct damage-y type stuff right now. What am I walking closer for? I was already in attack range. So I do sort of want to save Echoes a little bit for summoning elementals. Because the elementals seem pretty good. Can I summon a mud elemental? Is that a thing? I can. Alright. Get a mud elemental. Okay, it's the same... it looks like it's the same kind of spirit that we got from summoning on the acid pool, maybe? Or at least it has the same graphic. So he has a ranged attack. That's neat. Ooh, a staff. We are definitely going to want to use that. Uh-oh, we don't have a lot of turns left on this spirit. Okay. So the... alright, the Mud Spirit's lower enemy defenses. That's pretty cool. I think so far it looks to me like the River Spirit is still the best one. Alright, I think we should probably move on. We're starting to see mostly worthless enemies. Yeah, it's nice that the staves don't break down when you get close to enemies. That's a thing that can put us sometimes into significant danger with the other ranged weapons. Alright, there's that Pandora chest. We probably want to clear the place out a little bit before we go after that. Is a staff is listed as a two-handed weapon, right? It is not. So we could equip a codex. Right now I have a shield. Okay, we definitely want to summon a spirit, and I think a spirit of lava. Oh really? You can't get a spirit out of the lava? I'm very surprised by that. Alright, you do it. Right. Ah, stupid thing. Yeah, I'm, like, shocked you can't get a spirit out of lava. So is this 3? Okay, no, the Crabbid's not a boss. Oh, you can. Huh. Oh, maybe this space was not actually visible to me was the problem. Okay, it's just the same as a fire spirit. Okay, apparently he's going to get ignored. So these spirits are interesting. If we ended up doing a fire-based thing, these spirits increase your fire damage. So if we did one of those, like, get a flame weapon... I don't need elm seeds that badly. If we got a flame weapon and then started using a flame ring, you know, all that stuff, these spirits would play into that. So in fact, it would be a good idea to... You could maybe build a fire guy. Ooh. You build a fire guy if we could just use a spell that creates fire on the ground. So like the gambler's rush thing that sends you in one of 3 directions leaves fire behind. So you could make fire that you could then summon elementals out of. So we might pick up some gambler stuff maybe. Alright, it has better base weapon power, chance to find extra gold from monsters, bonus damage, yeah. Yeah, pretty okay. I am embarrassed to admit I have not been paying enough attention to notice if the different spirits have different amounts of time that they stick around. I'm gonna have to start paying a little bit more attention to stuff like that. We gotta know these spirits front and back. There's very little that's more important than understanding what you're doing. Basically, any game ever. So he's going to disarm us. We're going to shoot him with the shadow thingy. There we go. Hey, if we summon an elemental spirit out of a fountain... Okay, it does not deplete the fountain in any way. That's good to know. I was a little concerned that it might consume the fountain, or, you know, fountains give you 2 flask charges. They might consume one of the charges, but no, it doesn't. It does no such thing. And I think he had the same number of initial turns on his duration as the fire spirit did. And I have to say, thus far, the river spirit is still seeming like the best spirit to me because it has a heal. Splint Mail of Clotting. Is that like minus turns on bleed effects? Just increases your bleed resistance. I think reducing turns on bleed effects is kind of a nice, smooth way of reducing bleed damage. Whereas increasing your resistance to bleed effects is not necessarily going to have any effect, right? Because you're changing some of the values on a random roll. Increasing or decreasing the length of bleeds is reliably going to reduce bleed damage by like a predictable percentage. This is not necessarily the thing they're going for. I'm not saying that the thing they did is bad or wrong. Just I, as a player, would place a little bit more value. I place a little bit more value on things that behave in a reliable fashion, generally. Okay, that's the spiny maze. The spiny maze probably wouldn't be too bad for this character. I'm trying to get my spirit to come over here and distract this spider. Alright, hell yeah, more spirit. We're gonna have to pick up some discipline at some point. Alright, so we're already at a point where normal Quilkins are... Okay, cool. We'll go back to camp after this. We're already at the point where normal Quilkins are worthless, so that's going to reduce the value of exploring this place a little bit, but there is a JP bonus at the end of it waiting for us. Speaking of JP... So this, when they are destroyed, I don't know if that ability works when they naturally dissipate. The wording would lead me to believe that it does not, but we'll test it, because that's definitely going to change how valuable it is. I'm assuming that there's nothing here to summon an elemental out of, but we can at least do Shadow Guy. Shadow Guy is a fine guy. Hey, free pumpkins. You know, Soul Shade, you could be positioned better. So are there any summons left, or did I get all the summons? I mean, no, obviously I didn't get all the summons, because I haven't picked up Reverberate Monster, but that's the only one we have left? Okay. So it will be a little bit of a bummer that we're going to be transferring out of the job, and so we'll, you have to be a Soulkeeper to be able to carry more than 5 echoes at a time. It's one of the higher level, what are they called? The bonuses for spending lots of JP in a single class. Okay, can we get close enough to... there we go. Hey, River Spirit, help me out. I'm not at full health here. He doesn't seem to cast his healing spell unless you're in active combat. He just used it on himself, unfortunately. Oh, we're starting to run pretty low on echoes here. I need to actually back off and eat. Nope. Not fighting two of them at the same time. Or maybe at all, apparently. Yeah, you really take an unusual amount of damage in the Spiny Maze relative to other areas. Other, like, really early game areas, I should say. But it's so important to get your... oh, hey, we found a Butler's Bell on the ground at some point. It's really important to get all of the possible early sources of JP and XP, I think. So I don't think it would be wise to skip this place, but man, it does suck. Especially since, reliably, by the time we find it, we are too high level to actually get anything of value out of the little spine guys. Let's heal up a little bit. So it's mostly just getting shot at by dudes who suck, and then occasionally fighting an enemy that is worth something. Yeah, I'm taking damage while fighting them, and I'm actually getting 0 everything. You should probably get a small amount of stuff from fighting guys who are worthless. You sometimes get a single JP. I assume what's happening there is that you get fractional job points. Alright, well, I guess up here is what's left. I'm thinking I want to make absolutely sure that these areas down here are not something... okay. Just making sure those are not something that I missed, because I would hate to walk all the way up there and then have to come all the way back. Ah. Stupid spine guy. Okay. Well, it was job points. I think it was important to do it, but man, I hate Spiny Maze. All right, we were going to go back to town, weren't we? Okay, let's start some shit with a crab and then teleport out of here. Oh no! Right before I could pick up the echoes. What horrible timing. Alright, what exciting foods do you have? We have to actually do some cooking here. Okay. I'm kind of over the mint herb brew. Like, it's cool to restore health immediately, but mint herb brews restore such a small amount of health that I think they're kind of not worth the trouble. Alright, what's your deal, Belloc? Why bother fighting with swords and bows when you could throw things I sell at your enemies instead? Sure. I like this stuff. So the shock brew is a higher level version of the lightning brew. Blaze Molotov is a better version of flame cocktail. Well, I'll take all the shock brews. We could definitely use these. Actually, lightning brew is also fine. Stuff doesn't scale up very well, though. I don't think I want to drink an unstable concoction with that descriptive text. That seems dangerous. Got any rumors for me? Tangledeep curry-loving Goliath beetle. Okay, that's a lot of caveats and addendums there, man. Suppose we may as well take a cheap heal while we're here. Alright. Do I want to get anything out of the box? This might be actually an okay time to take Dungeon Digest. Reveals extra information when exploring new floors. It gives the same spirit power boost as the other thing. It does not reduce my energy costs, but 5% is not really that impressive anyway. Lethal's Forbidden Tome is pretty strong. Any ability that consumes energy. And I think that that's all of our summons, right? Yeah, they have very low costs, so semi-frequently casting low-cost abilities would seem to be a good match for Lethal's Tome. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this. May randomly summon shadow traps. 20% spirit power, plus 15 energy, plus 20 spirit. Yeah, it seems awfully good. Alright, give me that. We can come get the tents if we need them. Okay. I think that's all we want to do in town here. Alright, so we have echoes. We have this thing which doesn't really seem that great. This is the passive that would be neat to hold on to. And we are 150, 400, 500, 300. Okay. So we're quite a ways off of maxing out the class. And we probably want to take everything. I don't think this class has any, like, useless abilities. Please drop an echo. Please drop an echo. I'd really like to summon a spirit. Okay, please drop an echo on this size. Nope, he will not. Okay, well. Unfortunate, but we'll survive. It shouldn't be a problem making monsters on this floor tougher. Oh, interesting. So you'd have to walk through lava twice to get into that secret area. The odds of it being worthwhile are minimal. But unfortunately, we have no movement stuff. Shoot them with your water. No? Okay. Never mind. So the dude could be doing more to help. Wait, what is an incorruptible necklace? Poison resist. You know what? Let's put that on over the holy symbol. Get him, River Spirit. I need a modifier that makes my click always function as an attack. If I could just hold down Alt, and it will attack whatever the closest thing to my mouse cursor is when I click, because I'm having some basic mechanical accuracy issues. Not the game's fault, but it would be cool if the game could help me out with my stupid hands, basically. It's true, unfortunately. I have stupid fingers. It's a congenital thing. My parents had it, my grandparents had it. You know how it is. Is there anything around that I can make an elemental out of? I guess I'll make a shadow dude. Get him, Soul Shade. Oh hey, we made some shadow traps. Alright, those bandits actually hit relative... Ah, I forgot to cook. Crap. Well, whatever. It'll be fine. Boy, we are bad fighters. Me and this beetle both. Okay. What do you do? Give me some medicine. I bring you coffee. Ah, yes, that's right. And then this sparkle is also behind lava. Well, we're definitely not doing that. Do I have any Java beans? I do not. And I never did figure out how to make coffee. Hold on. We might have some. Let's try. I have gelato. Gelato's like coffee. You want some gelato? No. Gelato's not like coffee, but I was hoping that she would, you know, be confused by that expert bit of consmanship. Well, there's apparently a significant amount of floor over there. We can get over there with only having to step once on the lava each way. Ooh, hey. Once you were a barrel, now you are a spine bro. In fact, the tooltip indicates that you are both. Weird. Ow. Oh, it's a boss, too. Screw that noise, man. I want to get over here and cast an elemental out of this. Man. What's the range on Call Elemental Spirit? Oh, I don't have any echoes. Never mind. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay, he's a summoner. That's not great for me. I cannot get to that echo. Spirit Walk. Hey, what the hell? Become invisible briefly, during which enemies cannot attack you. Oh, monsters cannot hit me is what it actually does. That is pretty different from what I was told it would do. Huh. I did in fact lose the one echo I had. Because I did just collect an echo and now I'm back up to one? That's weird. Alright, you're dead. I'm just gonna have to punch this guy to death. Not totally ideal. In fact, I lost an echo again. They apparently have a pretty short hold duration. Hey, listen, feel free to cast a heal on me anytime there, buddy. You just walk over that rock. That's not a rock, it's a pool of water. Well, that didn't work, though. Oh, I forgot to make him explode. Shoot. Okay, there's a lot of enemies, apparently. I am actually in considerable danger. The good news is the lava is knocking echoes out of them. The bad news is I cannot realistically get to these echoes. I can get to one of them. If I could get to one of them, I could. If I can get to one more, rather. Let's spirit walk. Grab this. Grab this. It looks like my river spirit must have killed the other guy. And then we will call an elemental spirit from the water. Oh, interesting. I got an ember spirit out of that, despite the fact that I called him in the water space. That's probably not supposed to work that way. Do I have a bandage? Spend this turn when I can't be attacking anyway, bandaging myself. Okay. Well, it actually ended up not being a terrible secret area. Yeah, so it doesn't say that there's a duration on these, but I'm clearly losing them. Not great. Alright, I guess we gotta go. I do not care about that gem enough to walk on lava for it. Oh. I mean, Soul Shade, go get him. I can stand over here on the shadow trap and... I don't know, the Soul Shade seems like he dies pretty quickly. I wish worthless monsters wouldn't aggro on you. I kind of thought that was their whole thing, but they definitely sometimes aggro on you. Try not to stand adjacent to the enemies while fighting. I think we're getting the hang of this. I'm definitely taking more damage than I would like. Alright, he's about to explode. I'm going to use parting gifts. So no, if they fade naturally, parting gifts does not do anything. It's only if they get destroyed. Alright, I can't wait till they get the art pass finished on this class and I can stop having to check my buttons to see which summon is which. Oh, the bandit hideout. Well, let's steal all their stuff. Oh, that's right. The bandit hideout entrance is this is what the Duke Dirtbeak area is called now. I forgot that this changed. Well, let's finish up this floor before we go kill the Duke. I say with the utmost confidence, despite the fact that I've been having a remarkably hard time just doing basically well with this class. I know there are enemies over here. I saw them. Stop fleeing. Alright, we're probably not going to be able to get another level before we fight the Duke. So my River Spirit is at 100 HP with 2 turns left. It's not going to explode, so we may as well not cast the thing. Huh. It said one turn for quite some time. Okay, it in fact stuck around way longer than it was supposed to, and did manage to get to explode, so that's cool. We don't have any echoes. Man, that guy must be playing Brigand. I kind of just want to play Brigand, like, all the time. You have jewelry, huh? A sure strike ring of focus and scavenging. That is a good item. Flame ring of focus and toxicity. Yeah, let's buy this. I don't know that this is necessarily the best thing for us, but I mean, discipline is relevant. It increases our elemental resist and our staff damage. What do I have on in my... Yeah, I think the incorruptible necklace of stealth is fine, but not better than a sure strike ring. Wait, what is the yellow... What is the yellow pixel? Did I leave a treasure item or something? Oops, trying to close the map. Get him, elemental spirit. Yeah, he's basically getting him. Okay. So it looks like these guys with these nightmare guys, it looks like the checkerboard pattern they create has their space as one of the shadow spaces. Let's try to see if that holds out to be universally true, because that could be that's an important thing to know to prevent us from getting surprise hit. Would you please fight him? He's an enemy. Okay. Wow. There's a bunch of stuff around. There's a bunch of echoes and stuff around. We may as well summon another dude. Get him, guys. Okay. Get to refill our echoes. I don't think I want this right now. I guess at this point, let's pick up Reverberate Monster. We could actually use that during the Duke fight, maybe. Well, actually, no, never mind. Because we'll be endeavoring to kill the Duke before we kill his cronies. So what we're going to want to do is make a... not good, not good. There's nothing around for me to make an elemental on. Oh, I definitely should have parting gifted there. That was foolish. Oh no, they faded before I could use them for stuff. Alright, enough with throwing knives. I'm trying to walk this fight. That attack does not have a long enough cooldown. I'll walk this fight back over to the water. Where the hell are all these bandits coming from? Man. Spirit Walk? Of course he blocks me. Alright, I would really like it if I didn't have to use all my echoes right before the fight with the Duke. Okay. Well, we get to refill. So the whole reason I was coming over here was to see... Oh, it's the staircase up to the Carapatch, right? Is there water in town? I don't think so, right? There's a fire. So we could summon a fire spirit and then port back. But I can't go in with a water spirit summoned, I don't think. So let's go over here. We're gonna port out. A band of wild nature in the frog bog. Okay, sure. Listen, you offer me job points, I'll do basically anything you want. Alright, let's buy all of the stuff that I like using to cook. We have some throwables already. Now, it's milk, banana, dessert item. Sure. Who doesn't love a garlic ice cream sundae? Milk, banana, dessert item. Garlic is a good one. Alright, and then, out of curiosity, charcuterie is like... This is my guess. Nope, made a curry. Maybe it's gotta be... 2 vegetables? Nope. Maybe I don't know what charcuterie is? Is it fruit and meat? No, it's vegetables, right? I don't know, man. Whatever, let's make some onigiri. Although, on the recipes where I'm 100% sure they're a thing, I should be using my seasonings. Got cilantro in there. That's a pretty good one. Oh no, I don't have enough fish. And then... Apple dessert item. Get some of that. Fruit cobbler, which is totally acceptable. Alright, we are going in there loaded for bear, man. Yeah, there's nothing you can do that makes it jump over here. You have to actually drag it. Although, I'm being dumb. There's a repeat recipe button for a reason. Okay. I still don't know how to cook anything that involves chili peppers. Things I know how to make out of cheese are not very good. Yeah, this'll do for now. Okay, and then I'm gonna... Really, I can't summon an elemental spirit from that fire. Huh. They should fix that, because this is a thing you're gonna want to do, right? I guess we should hit the harvest. That really ought to get done before we do our cooking. So we found more apples. And apparently we've been growing cinnamon. Nope, no fish tree. Fair enough. Well, there's water not too far away. Actually, hold on. The bandit hideout entrance map does not have any stuff in it. Yeah, okay, let's grab a water elemental. We won't have him for terribly long during the fight. I can't call a spike elemental? Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Alright. So let's drop a soul shade. Actually, do I want to drop a soul shade now, though? My concern is that this is enemies focusing on the river spirit are going to change the way the fight unfolds a little bit. They're not necessarily going to all come right after me. Yeah, I was actually able to kill one of those guys. So there are some echoes here. But not enough for me to do a reverberate. Do I want to grab echoes so that I can summon another soul shade? That would be 3 echoes. There's 3 echoes on the ground now, but I'm not confident I'd be able to collect them all, even with a spirit walk. I am, however, going to put up parting gifts. Wow, they killed him immediately. Okay. Things are not going the best. I clicked on that guy, I had the tooltip, he was in range, and it walked me forward into a bomb rather than attacking. So I'm very annoyed. Let's heal. Alright, I'm gonna try one of these high-level... Here we go, shock brews. Not bad. Yeah, I do that again, it's gonna kill some of them. No, not lightning brew, shock brew, the good one. Okay, that's actually left me alone with him. So I'm gonna spirit walk. Okay, that gets me a soul shade. Keep healing. Use a good food item to instantly heal a bunch. Where's the... I have a fruit cobbler that boosts my HP regen. Although maybe I should do an ice cream sundae because we're maybe about to kill him and I can get extra JP out of it. How close is he dead? Pretty close. Yeah, let's use one of the garlic ice cream sundaes. Alright, lots of health regen going on. Okay, I got some extra JP out of that. Alright, I think I handled that fight pretty reasonably well. It's definitely not the best Duke fight we've ever had, but I think I used my tools in a way that is, like... Basically, I'm like a little proud of myself. God damn it. Misclicked. I just totally missed the box. I was proud of myself. I'm less proud of myself now. Okay. Everything's fine. I'm just a big idiot. These things happen. Alright, so we have 702 JP. Baleful Echoes really doesn't seem that good to me, although if you manage to get paralyzed, rooted, or charmed, I guess it's pretty good. Yeah, and if you can spend an Echo to do two things, you're pretty likely to get one of those. Get a monster off your back, or maybe even charm it, which would be pretty neat. I wonder how reasonable it is to go into Soulkeeper just to get Echo Bolts. And like maybe one or two of the pet skills, but mostly focus Echo usage on doing extra damage. Although I suppose if you're not actually a Soulkeeper while you have this, and monsters can't drop Echoes when damaged, you're not going to really make that many Echoes. It doesn't do that much bonus damage, yeah. In fact, Echo Bolt seems like it's kind of not... It may not be worth picking up, even. Given that we're not going to be a Soulkeeper for much longer. We'll pick up Baleful Echoes. We'll get Immunology, I guess, because there's no reason not to, really. So in 200 JP, I'm gonna job change. I just don't think Echo Bolt is worth doing. I don't want to... We don't pick up Echoes fast enough for this to be any good. If it was like... I have so many Echoes that I can't always pick them up because I can't summon pets that often, it would be one thing. But we're scrabbling for them all the time. So is this a better... I'm going to go the other way, I think. I think our skill set is well suited to fighting the enemies in here. And there's a lot of water in here, was my memory. Probably ought to have elemental spirits rolling. Man, that guy has more range than I was hoping. Whoa. I hate that crap. Alright, more water spirits. Always. Never enough water spirits. One more turn to cooldown. I'm gonna parting gift some. Yeah, that was definitely worthwhile. What did he explode for? Like 50-ish? What is this scale on? Is this pure level scaling? A lot of our stuff is... Yeah, okay. So you're like stat and weapon independent as a Soulkeeper in a lot of ways. I'm kind of glad they don't explode when they just fade away naturally, actually. That would be kind of awkward in an area like this where they might aggro fungal columns. Trying to get that guy to come over into a place where I'll be able to, Nope. Oh, he's fighting with columns. Cool. Can I summon an elemental spirit? Nope. Fungus is not an element, it turns out. Okay. I hate his no, you're not going that way, in fact, ability. I don't know, I do not like being moved around. How you doing, buddy? You probably could... Yeah. Man, these bosses are... I feel like with this character, I have more trouble fighting bosses than usual. Okay. A confident Francisca. Well, it's not the best Francisca we've ever seen. But I suppose it will do. So we have only found one set of stairs up. And it actually goes up. Let's see if there's an optional area on this floor. It's common enough that it's worth checking the entirety of every floor for them. Bog frogs. I kind of like having a pet, being able to just walk away from enemies. And knowing that the pet will get some work done while I am fleeing. Ooh, boy. That was some damage. Ow. Frog, buzz off. I wonder if Spirit Walk will prevent me from taking damage from those. Oh, I don't have stamina. Oh, yeah, I've been running away in the water, so... Alright, fine, I guess we'll just do this. Need echoes. Oh no, calling an elemental spirit does require a small amount of stamina. I need food that restores stamina and health. And we're not even really close to killing this guy. I summoned the wrong thing. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, summon Soul Shade doesn't require... Oh no, I summoned the right thing, but I summoned him... Huh. I used Call Elemental Spirit on this space. Casting Call Elemental Spirit caused Materialized Shadow to appear, and then the Elemental Spirit thing went off. So that's actually kind of annoying that I can accidentally get a Materialized Shadow when I really want a Water Spirit. Now I have to wait a turn or two before I can... There we go. Okay. Couple of boss bog frogs at the same time. Annoying. Somewhere on this floor there is a cool item that's going to also give me job points when I pick it up. I think. I'm pretty sure that's my quest. Get him, Water Spirit. Get him, Water Spirit. Parting gifts. Something tells me this guy's gonna blow up. Wow, it's a lot of JP. Okay, fighting frog dudes is terrible. Huh. So that thing is green. And I didn't think much of it when I got the quest. I was like, oh, greens, whatever. Because I'm so used to green being the quality of item that is below blue. But green is actually set items, isn't it? Listen, I haven't played Diablo in a long time. So plus spirit power, step through mud with no penalty, plus discipline, chance to resist being restrained, and it's a set that will increase various elements of the Floromancer class. Oh, the Floromancer! That's a thing we could multi-class into. I totally forgot about that, but it would be really cool to have a permanent summoned Floriconda in addition to our spirits. I wonder how hard it is. Like, in all the time we've been playing, we've seen 2 set items, so it seems like it would be very difficult to complete an actual set. But maybe it's one of those things where having one piece of a set makes finding the other pieces more likely. Anyway, we're definitely equipping this because it has spirit power and discipline on it. We'll put it on over our tireless hood. That was a really good item, and we got paid to go find it. Okay, that was pretty sweet. So, I suppose the question now is, are we... Yeah, we're basically done. I don't want to pick up Echo Bolts. I really want to be saving my Echoes for this stuff. So, do we... I'm gonna stay this class for about 300 more JP. We'll go back to town. We'll pick up whatever the first level of Staff Mastery is from the Weapon Master, and then we'll swap over to something else. And that will probably be how we end the video. I think we can probably get 300 JP fairly quickly. I have just enough Echoes, but I do not have any stamina. I have food that's just stamina food, right? Like, is that... Where's that gelato? No, gelato's energy food. So dessert stuff tends to restore energy. Stamina is actually kind of a problem. I'll just straight eat a banana. Okay, I think he just aggroed. Could you please not take so much damage? Don't stand in the garbage. Alright, 10 JP. I guess we go south. There's stuff as yet unexplored to the south, right? Yeah. Like that. Okay, that was 100. Are there enemies around here? Okay. Just wanted to see if I needed to summon a water elemental out of this fountain before. Okay, so we need to get to 500. Stupid frogs and they're hopping. Man, I hate being in the water. Okay, this floor is pretty explored. The way up is to the north of us. Trying to walk around the water as much as possible. 461, so we need 40 more. Let's not parting gifts yet. There we go. Because I want to summon a second spirit, damn it. First one died one turn too soon for that brilliant plan. Good enough? No, we need 3 more. Summon Elemental Spirit has a really short cooldown. I very much appreciate that. Okay, now we can go back. Let's get into trouble. Alright, some extra resources, why not? Let's go see what Staff Mastery is, because I don't think I know. Empowered by Spirit and Discipline, sure. Masteries focus on area attacks. First mastery is Force Blast. Use it to attack grouped up enemies at range, dealing more damage if you have lower energy. That is exactly the kind of thing that I always feel like we need. Alright. I did not realize that this dude's name is Dorito with a J. I don't really have anything extra to say about that. It's just kind of weird. Alright, so let's sell off some garbage. Do you have anything really exciting? Probably not, right? I'll take bandages and a tent. Those things are good. Do you have exciting stuff? No, you don't have new inventory. Delight the hearty carrot-loving rock viper. Okay. We're probably not going to get that done, but that's a significant amount of money. So let's do a harvest real quick. Harvest. Okay, and then I think this is where we're going to call it. So here's the deal. I think Spell Shaper and Floraconda both are potentially pretty good multi-classes for us. If you guys have any particular feelings about what we should multi-class into, even if it's not one of the two things I just said, just if you have another thing you'd like to see, please leave that stuff in the comments below. I'll check that out before recording for tomorrow's episode. And come back next time. We're rapidly gaining capabilities. I think we have a cool base here, and hopefully this will be the run when we get to see the cool stuff beyond the second boss. As it is now. I don't know what they've changed in the patch, but it seems like they've changed some things. And we'll see you then.